Happy Monday, FlossTube. Hello, crafty friends. How's everybody doing today? It's been a little while. It has been more than a little while. So thanks for having me back. It has been, it's been a full, I think it's been almost if not almost a month, just over a month since the last time I did a video. And today is actually just going to be a very quick little, I'm just popping in here to give a few details on the StitchNorth Cross Stitch Retreat that is going to be happening in Brampton, Ontario, Canada in the spring of 2022. So I will be back on Thursday for a proper full-length FlossTube video. I have a lot of things to share. So I have penciled into my calendar the time to sit down and have a proper visit because it's been far too long. So StitchNorth. I think it's finally gonna happen, you guys. I have been trying to plan this retreat since right before the pandemic happened in 2020. And it has been rescheduled. It was rescheduled and then that was canceled as well. So I held off rescheduling anything until we were a little more certain of the, whether or not we could actually do it, and things are looking good. So the contract is not signed, so this is still, registrations are not live. This is just me updating those of you who paid for registrations and decided to keep your spot. In the StitchNorth, on the StitchNorth list, you still have a spot. I am honoring the original registration fees for those who paid. The new registrations, there will be a fee increase because my costs have gone up in a few different ways. And we can get into those details later because, like I said, again, these are just preliminary details to fill you in on the information that I have so that I have been working on it. It hasn't just gotten, shuffled off into the great beyond that it is going to happen. So beginning of April 2022, so close to the beginning of the month, not the end of the month. If you're looking to sort of set aside some time, keep that in the back of your mind. That's the sort of time frame that we're looking at, the beginning of the month. It is going to be happening at the same hotel that we initially booked, which is the Courtyard Marriott in Brampton, Ontario. And I've been working with their conference manager to put all of the details together. At the moment, in Ontario, Canada, we are still, I have had to book this based on the rules and regulations of our provincial government as of today, which is October 18th. And at the moment, there are still capacity restrictions, so 50% capacity restrictions on events like this. So I have booked the entire ballroom at the Courtyard Marriott, and at the moment we are allowed 160 people in there. Now, restrictions are supposed to lift, so that's what they say. However, we're gonna base our assumptions on the information that we have today, and when they change, we'll go with it. But fingers crossed, maybe we can open it up a little bit if we have the entire ballroom. So my thinking is, if capacity restrictions are lifted, they have the capacity to hold 330 people in the ballroom, but frankly, that's a little bit too stuffed. And so the conference manager suggests that keeping the number at about 260 people allows for there to be enough space for people to feel comfortable and not all squashed in. So that's kind of what we may be looking at, the size of this event, because I know lots of stitchers are excited about being able to do these kinds of things again. So that's kind of the first order of business, is that the size of the event might be changing. It might be a little bit bigger, but again, preliminary information. The second thing that those of you who live in Ontario will already be well familiar with our rules and regulations regarding COVID protocols. We have vaccine passports, so we are expected to provide proof of vaccination when we enter places like restaurants or hotels or things like that. So you will, especially if you're a United States resident and you are coming to Canada, you will be required to be vaccinated, and you will have to provide proof of said vaccination. Also at the moment in Ontario, we do have a mask mandate. And so when we go into places like restaurants or shops or anything like that, we are required to wear masks when we go in. Now, the rule with restaurants is you wear your mask until you are seated at your table, and then you can remove your mask, eat your meal, and then carry on as normal. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm not sure that those mandates will have changed all that much by the time April rolls around. And so if that's something that you should be aware of now in case that doesn't change. If the thought of spending the day in your mask is just not going to be possible for you, then maybe this isn't the retreat for you, because I can't guarantee that that won't be something that will be required of us, is to wear masks while inside. So that's the second thing. The third thing is that I have opened up the wait list. So I can't take any new registrations now until I have all of the details signed on the dotted line. I can't really, I can take a few more registrations to get us up to the 160 people. I think we're sitting at about 130 people. However, I already have 20 people on the waiting list. So the waiting list is gonna fill up fast, and I am taking them in the order that I receive your email. Now, hopefully that number is going to open up, and then we can take in a few more people. I also expect that there will be some people who won't be able to make it on the dates that are chosen. So possibly a few more spots may open up in that capacity as well. So I think that's it for now. The format is, the retreat will run from the Friday to the Sunday mid-afternoon. There will be a pizza party on the Friday night included in the registration fee. All other meals will be the responsibility of the participant, and the hotel rooms also are not included in the registration fee. I have booked off a block of rooms in the hotel where the retreat is happening, and I will have a reservation link for those hotel rooms. The hotel is honoring the original price for the hotel rooms that they offered us way back in the spring of 2020, which is pretty amazing. So I believe the room rates they were set at $149 Canadian per night. And so yeah, they're honoring that price, which is pretty great. So I will have a reservation link for those of you who would like to get on and book your room when we have the contract signed. So again, I mentioned I'm going to come back on Thursday and do a proper full-length video. I really hope that by Thursday I've got all of the final details ironed out, and then I can officially say this is what's happening, and then hopefully welcome on a few more people who were at the beginning of the wait list. The last thing is, it can sometimes be tricky to get out information to so many people all at once. And so there's a few different ways here that we can keep in touch. The easiest way for me to communicate with you is that there is a Facebook group called StitchNorth. And even if you're not coming to the retreat, even if you're interested in information about the retreat or possibly future retreats, I welcome you to join us over on that Facebook group. Again, it's called StitchNorth, and we're over there, and that's where I post any new details that I have so that people are kept up to date. I will also post the hotel link there. Hannah, who works with me here, is planning on coming and working with me there that weekend of the retreat. And so many of you have had conversations with Hannah through email for orders in the shop here. So I think that she's looking forward to meeting many of you as well. So on that note, if you have any questions, if you would like to be placed on the wait list, you can please email hannah@evertote.ca, and that is Hannah, Hannah, evertote.ca. I will put a link. I'll put her email right in the description box below in case you can't remember, or you want to come back to it at a later date. It'll be right there in the description box below. I think that's all of the preliminary information that I can share. Boy, can you believe it? We might actually get to do it. Oh my, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun. So yeah, boy, what a long ride this has been, hey? Anyways, that's it for me today. We are, okay, so that's it for Stitch North. I'm just gonna leave off with just a couple of very brief little personal tidbits here, and then I'll come back on Thursday for a proper floss tube video. Thank you, first of all, to everyone who reached out via email, via YouTube comment, via Instagram or Facebook, checking in with me and just saying hello and, you know, wondering how things were going, and, you know, noticing that the videos have been kind of quiet the last couple of weeks. I just wanted to say thank you, because it was, whenever I would get a little message like that, it sort of, you know, it makes you feel really good that that you're a little bit missed, I guess. You know, it felt really nice, and I just wanted to say thank you and that it was appreciated. Everything is fine. This time of year for small business, small retail business, my husband also has a small retail, small business here in London, Ontario. His business is called Mac Outpost. They are an Apple authorized reseller, Apple dealership. They're not Apple. They sell Apple products. They're an authorized reseller. Sales and service. There you go. So there's my little plug for John's business. And clearly I am also self-employed here at Evertote. And so this time of year for small business, for retail, is pretty busy from, you know, sort of back to school time until Christmas. And this happened last year as well, where there's a lot of work, which we are so grateful to have, but it needs to get done. The work needs to get done. And so what that means is, by the end of the day, if there's anything left in the tank, it was for my family. So I appreciate that that you checked in, and everything is fine. Everything's going really well. So also, side note, biopsy, all clear, totally fine. And as you can see, it's almost all healed up and better. Luna's fine. Her surgery sites have healed up. She's my dog. If you didn't know that, Luna's my dog, my great big lug of a dog. She loves coming here to work with me every day, and she's great company. So that's it. Those are all, I think, the salient details that have been going on for the last little bit. I'm a little tired. There's been a little extra coffee drinking going on the last few weeks, but honestly, such a wonderful time. Really, I've got a great job. I love my job, and Christmas is coming right around the corner. So I'll have some more information on Thursday. I'm gonna do a proper floss tube video at the beginning, and then at the end of the video, I'll share a little bit about what's going on in the shop and what's new and what's coming up next week. So until Thursday, I hope that you're well, I hope that you're safe, and I hope that you have some crafting to bring you a little bit of joy. And hooray for Stitch North. Can't wait. I can't wait to meet you all. And until Thursday, take care, everybody. Happy stitching.